My name's Mark Rathbone. We live in Cairns, up in North Queensland. I originally bought the vessel out of Florida in the USA back in 2010 during the GFC that was on, when they were giving away boats over in the States, and we brought it in. It was only 5 years old, and we had about 120 hours on the engine we had on there, and we've used that for the last 10 years. We put about 100 hours a year on the motor. It's just like a good all-round seaboat, really. So if we go out, we'll generally go out for a day or two. If not, we've actually just come back last week. We just spent 3 days up at Lyndon Bank, just trolling around for some marlin and wahoo and that. But yeah, we can carry about 450 litres, so that'll pretty well do us if we're using the boat all day, every day, about probably 4 days. The reason why we put a new motor on is I fix stuff every day. And when I want to go to the reef, like everyone else's boat, you should just be able to turn the key and drive to the reef, come back and wash your boat and put it in the yard, and not have to worry about doing any work on it, and knowing that you're going to get to the reef out there and back without any issues. Well, I did look around a bit, and I've been tossing up to replace the old L6 motor just because of the high fuel consumption. But I've always had Mercury engines, and they've got a pretty good product out at the moment, so yeah, that's why we sort of went with that. And plus, with the cubic capacity of the motor and being naturally aspirated and stuff, we could just know that was going to be a better mid-range performance from the motor.
So the first run, he was already 10 litres an hour better off cruising. Loved the horsepower. He was ringing me that afternoon saying, mate, I've made a good choice. Because
of the increased cubic capacity, that you get a better mid-range torque curve out of it. And you're not trying to produce horsepower just by pumping a truckload of air in and a truckload of fuel in. You've actually got, torque there. Look, we used to cruise on about 21 just to try and keep the fuel consumption down. Now we just cruise on 24, and that seems to be a sort of a happy speed. But even at 24 now, we're still only doing about 42 litres an hour, where before we would have been up around the mid to high 50s sort of thing.
He's got everything he wanted, and he's got no regrets.